today in a Judiciary Committee hearing, Representative Matt Gaetz of Florida was questioning someone, and they were saying that Roe v. Wade impacts people of the LGBTQ community. Well, I'm sorry, but if you are not able to have a child, then how does that actually impact you? And he had a great line of questioning back and forth there.
Occasionally I'll hear something from a Republican and think, wow, I don't know if there's anything they could say that would be more ignorant than that. But what they keep teaching me is that I have a lack of imagination when it comes to how much they've limited themselves to a small piece of society, leaving them completely unaware of the real world. How can people be voted into office when they don't have a clue about the lives of the people they're supposed to represent? And I get it, no one will know everything, but people like Lauren Boebert don't care to learn. They'd much rather continue their bigoted views than learn that not all people are like them, yet all people are equal. This is Rebel HQ. I'm Sandee Lovas. The overturning of Roe v. Wade hurts people in the LGBTQ+ community. Right-wingers love presenting biology as the gotcha when talking about gender, only to prove to others they have no idea what they're talking about. Biology doesn't determine a person's gender, but it does play a role as to whether a person can get pregnant. Not everyone with ovaries and a uterus identifies as female, and not everyone with ovaries and a uterus can get pregnant. And just like cisgender heterosexual women who can end up with an unwanted pregnancy, so too can people in the LGBTQ+ community. You don't even need the ability to get pregnant for the reversal of Roe v. Wade to affect you. I can't get pregnant by choice, yet if I were to live in the States and needed medication to treat an illness, but that medication is also used for abortions, I could be prevented from taking it in the off chance my tube's untied, or if the doctor doesn't believe me when I say I can't get pregnant. I could have loved ones who suffer or die because they can't get the abortion care they need. And simply living in a country that takes away a person's control over their own body, making them vessels of the state, forcing their religious views onto them, causes harm. If they can do that to half the population, does anyone really believe they'll stop there? And this ruling will hurt queer folks who want to start a family. Since I know this confuses right-wingers and they won't want to listen to a hysterical social commie snowflake like me, here's one of their own to mansplain how this can happen. And not only is he gay, but they're two men having babies.
Ultimately, we decided to find an egg donor. I mean, basically, it sounds sort of glib or something, but it's sort of like Tinder. I mean, there are these websites that exist where the egg donors are on the site, and we tried to find a girl. I didn't really care that much about the pedigree in terms of did they go to an Ivy League school or anything like that. We wanted to find a girl who obviously was physically healthy, most importantly, that didn't have major issues in terms of genetics and all that sort of stuff. That we thought that sort of looked like the type of girl that we might be with. So I didn't want, a 6'5" Swedish woman, let's say. And so we have one egg donor, meaning there were multiple eggs, and we fertilized one with David's sperm and one with my sperm, and we'll have 2 kids. Right now we have 2 surrogates that are pregnant. So we're going to be a family with 2 fathers and no mothers.
Dave Rubin is a gross collection of molecules that tried forming into a human being but was using a 20-year-old Chuck E. Cheese animatronic covered in rat droppings as a template. With that out of the way, Roe v. Wade being overturned will affect couples like them. How long before the same religious zealots who banned abortion also ban in vitro fertilization? How long before they ban the use of surrogates? Queer folks wanting to use this method already face extra barriers, as Dave later explained.
I can tell you that the women who offer to be the surrogate, there are some that won't do it for same-sex couples because of their own ethical or religious views.
And undoubtedly, trans men, lesbians, and others who can get pregnant but aren't in heterosexual relationships will be denied the procedure by bigoted doctors. Let's not forget the same people who banned abortions are also the same people who would refuse to allow queer couples to adopt, ban gay marriage, and take away children from loving parents because the parents are queer or they're supporting their queer child. So not only will the overturning of Roe v. Wade affect everyone who's in need of an abortion no matter their gender, it will also affect LGBTQ+ folks trying to build a family. This from the party of family values, Republicans. If it's not hypocrisy or projection, it's not part of their platform. For more of my stuff, look for me on social medias left of the box. Don't forget to hit buttons and leave comments. Thanks for watching, and until next time, get informed, get involved.